Nuts are a great source of protein and healthy fats, which is why we often recommend them for weight loss and heart health. They're also high in fiber and a variety of vitamins and minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and vitamin E. But not all nuts are created equal. In fact, some nuts can actually be harmful to your health, especially as we age. That's why today I want to share with you 4 nuts that you should eat daily as a senior, and 4 nuts that you should avoid at all costs. I'm a doctor. I'm an emergency room doctor who treats everything from COVID to gunshot wounds, burns, you name it. This video series is meant to help answer some of your medical questions and the questions that come up every day. If you find this video helpful, please do me a favor and subscribe. Almonds are a great source of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. They're also rich in vitamin E, which is an antioxidant that can help protect against cell damage. Almonds have been shown to reduce inflammation in the body, which is important as we age since inflammation is linked to many chronic diseases like arthritis and heart disease. Plus, almonds contain a number of other nutrients such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which are all essential for maintaining good health as we get older. Studies have found that eating almonds can help lower blood sugar levels, improve cholesterol levels, and reduce the risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition, for example, found that eating a handful of almonds every day can significantly reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The American Heart Association recommends eating up to 1 ounce of nuts per day as part of a healthy diet. In a recent study published in the journal PLOS Medicine found that eating nuts can actually reduce the risk of dying from any cause. In other words, adding a small amount of almonds to your daily diet may be a simple yet effective way to support your overall health and well-being as you age. Just be sure to choose raw or unsalted varieties to avoid added sugars or unhealthy fats. Brazil nuts are a good source of selenium, which is an essential trace mineral that our bodies need in small amounts but cannot produce on their own. Selenium plays an important role in maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails. It also helps to boost the immune system and reduce inflammation in the body. Brazil nuts also contain healthy fats, fiber, and a variety of other nutrients such as magnesium, calcium, and vitamin E. A study published in the journal Nutrients found that eating just 2 Brazil nuts per day can provide 96% of the recommended daily intake of selenium. Another study published in the journal Aging Cell found that consuming selenium-rich foods like Brazil nuts can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline and improve brain function in older adults. Of course, it's important not to overdo it with Brazil nuts, as too much selenium can be toxic. But eating 1 or 2 per day can be a great way to get a boost of this important nutrient. Pistachios are a good source of plant-based protein, fiber, and healthy fats. They're also rich in antioxidants, vitamins and minerals like vitamin B6, potassium, and magnesium. Pistachios have been shown to help lower blood pressure and reduce the risk of heart disease. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, for example, found that eating pistachios can help improve cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that are beneficial for eye health and may help reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration. Additionally, pistachios have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't cause blood sugar levels to spike, and are a great snack option for people with diabetes or those looking to manage their weight. Eating a handful of pistachios daily can be a delicious and nutritious way to support your overall health and well-being as you age. Walnuts are another excellent choice for seniors due to their high omega-3 fatty acid content. Omega-3 south are essential for maintaining brain health and have been shown to reduce the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Walnuts also contain melatonin, which is a hormone that helps regulate sleep-wake cycles and can help improve sleep quality. This can be particularly beneficial for seniors who often experience sleep disturbances. Walnuts also contain a number of other nutrients such as magnesium, calcium, and vitamin E. Studies have found that eating walnuts can help improve blood sugar control, reduce inflammation, and lower the risk of heart disease and certain types of cancer. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition, for example, found that eating walnuts can help reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Incorporating walnuts into your diet can be an easy and tasty way to support your overall health and well-being as you age. Just be sure to choose raw or unsalted walnuts to avoid added sugars or unhealthy fats. Now let's talk about 4 nuts that you should avoid as a senior. Macadamia nuts are high in saturated fat, which can raise bad cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. While macadamia nuts do contain some healthy fats, they also contain a significant amount of saturated fat. Eating too much saturated fat can lead to a buildup of plaque in the arteries, which can increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. For these reasons, it's best to avoid or limit macadamia nuts in your diet, especially if you already have heart disease or other risk factors for heart disease. Candied or sugar-coated nuts, such as chocolate-covered almonds or honey-roasted peanuts, are high in added sugars and unhealthy fats. These added sugars and unhealthy fats can contribute to weight gain and increase the risk of developing chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. Instead, it's best to stick to raw or unsalted nuts whenever possible. These nuts are naturally sweet and don't need any added sugar to make them taste good. They're also high in fiber, which can help you feel full and satisfied and prevent overeating. So if you're looking for a tasty and nutritious snack, reach for the raw or unsalted nuts instead of the candied or sugar-coated varieties. Your heart will thank you. Candied or sugar-coated nuts also tend to be high in calories. Eating too many calories can lead to weight gain and obesity, which can increase the risk of developing chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. If you're trying to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight, it's best to avoid candied or sugar-coated nuts and opt for raw or unsalted nuts instead. Raw and unsalted nuts are a good source of healthy fats and fiber, which can help you feel full and satisfied without packing on the pounds. Speaking of added sugars, cashews are often coated in a sugary or salty coating, which can add unnecessary calories and unhealthy fats to your diet. Cashews also contain oxalates, which are compounds that can bind to calcium in the body and form kidney stones. While cashews do contain some nutrients such as magnesium, phosphorus, and vitamin K, they also contain a significant amount of saturated fat, which can raise cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. For these reasons, it's best to avoid cashews or consume them in moderation, especially if you have a history of kidney stones or other risk factors for heart disease. Finally, we have coconut. Coconut is high in saturated fat, which can raise bad cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. A recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, for example, found that consuming coconut oil can increase total and LDL cholesterol levels, which is not good for heart health. Coconut is also high in calories, which can lead to weight gain and obesity, which can increase the risk of developing chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. If you're trying to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight, it's best to avoid coconut or consume it in moderation. There are also concerns that coconut may promote the growth of harmful bacteria. Some research suggests that the fat found in coconut can provide fuel for the growth of harmful bacteria such as Clostridium difficile, which can cause serious infections in the gut. This is particularly concerning for people with a weakened immune system or other risk factors for gut infections. It is important to note that most of the studies on the potential harmful effects of coconut have been conducted in people with compromised immune systems. However, more research is needed to determine whether coconut may pose a risk to people with healthy immune systems. As you can see, there are several nuts that offer a variety of health benefits for seniors. Incorporating these nuts into your diet can be a simple yet effective way to support your overall health and well-being as you age. On the other hand, there are also nuts that should be avoided or consumed in moderation due to their high fat, sugar, or calorie content. By being mindful of the type of nuts you consume, you can ensure that you're getting the most out of your diet and supporting your body as you age. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and subscribe. When you do that and you hit that bell, you let us know you'd like us to make more videos like this. When I do that, I'll see you next time.